Ladies!
We back.
Look at all this stuff.
To help the nation shop savvy.
£800 on grey jumpers.
They're spending so much money.
We challenging families
Everything's been taken from me.
to live with our money-saving swaps.
Oh my God!
And giving the great British public their say.
My hands certainly feel smoother.
Can I have a sniff?
I think they look cheap.
Just under 100 quid.
You're joking. I'm Steph McGovern.
Come on, Joe, keep it going.
And I'm Alex Jones.
They're so expensive. Boof!
And we want to show you
This is the saving. Oh my God.
how to shop well for less.
Wow.
I was not expecting that.
Yes!
Party!
This week, a family where fun doesn't come cheap. Hello! And neither do their shopping habits.
£850.
You're making this up.
I know.
But with a wedding to pay for, can we fix their finances?
You may need to take a bit of a deep breath. Oh, God.
We're in North Lincolnshire with Mum Mel, 29, Dad Wes, 32, Romeo, 8, Cece, 5, and Ronnie, 1. A family who shop till they drop.
Me and Wes met when I was just turned 18 and it was in a nightclub.
When I saw her, yeah, I did like her, yeah.
He was kind of the only one who ever used to wear like a suit jacket. I thought it was quite cool.
10 years on, and when not in work, building materials supplier Wes still likes to dress to impress.
I do like nice clothes, I always like nice clothes. As soon as I get home, I like to get a shower, get everything done and get some nice clothes on, yeah.
And for Wes, nice means pricey.
Yeah, let's have a look in here.
I think you've got the most expensive wardrobe in
Yeah,
our
I think
house.
to be fair, I probably have got the most expensive wardrobe.
Because unlike Wes, full-time Mum Mel's wardrobe is all about quantity.
I don't really like to wear the same thing twice. It didn't cost much, and if it's out of season or if it's out of fashion, I will just start again.
But Mel's clothes aren't the only thing she's constantly updating.
I probably buy new makeup every week.
And Wes's beauty collection's pretty extensive too.
The main problem with my job is I get a lot of dust on my skin, so I've always had moisturisers.
And be it beard oil or a balm, it's always a brand.
I've found that the more expensive ones are better. They do a better job than the cheaper ones. Put it under your eyes like that, and it looks like you're wide awake.
Romeo's gear isn't cheap either.
He likes football, he'll only wear certain branded trainers. He wants to look the part.
Here I have Leeds United shorts, Barcelona shorts, Ronaldo's on the back. Some people in my family do support Man United, so I may as well just get some and fit along.
But when it comes to the children, splashing the cash doesn't stop at footy kit.
Probably get the kids new toys every time we leave the house. He's already had that.
And there's always time for a
Party!
Any excuse to celebrate anything, and I'm all over it. We've hired entertainers in the past, magicians.
Money's, no object when it comes to a party for Melissa.
And there's one very special party Wes and Mel need to start planning for.
Wes finally proposed after 10 years. Cheers. It's just going to be a huge celebration. I really want it to be a fun, amazing day.
Problem is, with all their spending, they haven't saved a penny for it.
Till I started looking, I didn't realise how expensive a wedding was, so I think that's where we're going to have to start looking at cutting costs and start saving big time.
So to help Wes and Mel put a ring on it, we've arrived.
Right, here we are then.
To see where they could be saving cash.
There's loads of stuff in there.
No,
You're not going to get in that way.
They've got this much stuff at the door. What's it going to be like inside?
Let's try the back.
And we're in.
Ooh, quick. Right.
As anticipated, room 1 is rammed.
Exhibit A. I don't think I've ever seen so many soft toys on one sofa.
No, they're not your cheap teddies at all.
But spending on the children doesn't stop there.
Oh, wow.
Could have a game at lunchtime. What do you fancy?
Mr. Funny Face. I've always
Mr.
thought that
Funny
about
Face.
you. They obviously are a family, though, who have loads of fun, aren't they? Like, look at this room. It's just filled with fun. It's not just the playroom that's packed, though.
This was the porch where we couldn't get in. Let's have a look. Oh, well. We've got Merry Christmas, Happy Easter, Happy Halloween.
This is the place to come, isn't it, if you're having a party?
But they're spending so much money.
And there's another face costing the family a fair few pounds.
Oh, somebody likes their products.
It's all men's stuff, isn't it?
Do you think Wes is a bit of a in the morning, in the mirror?
Yeah. He's got tons of stuff.
Loads of aftershave too. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And all of this is high-end stuff, isn't it?
In the bedroom,
Have you got his wardrobe there?
I have, yeah.
and the big brands just keep coming.
Really expensive hats.
That cap suits you, actually.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll ask him if I can have it. He's got loads. Oh, my goodness. These aren't my cup of tea necessarily, but I bet they cost a fortune.
Yeah, they cost a good couple of £100 then.
Well, he's got tons of expensive jeans in here.
My side is a totally different story. She's got a lot more high street stuff.
Is it more fast fashion stuff then?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So it makes you wonder, doesn't it? How often is she buying it and
Yeah.
then getting rid of it?
Yeah, because I mean that, you know, price aside, just not good for the environment, is it? We know
Yeah.
that now. All right, we'll take some of these bits then.
If we've any chance of helping the Millers save money,
Look, you could wear some of these to go. There you are. Don't fit your head.
we need to hit them with the value of their biggest spends.
That is quite a well-known holiday park. I recognise the cabin. Very expensive.
Is it?
Yeah.
So in their living room, we've set up a surprise pop-up shop,
Tons of makeup.
showcasing some of their most extravagant shopping habits.
Voila. Great job.
Mel and Wes are back and they've no idea we've raided their home or that we're even here, but they're about to find out.
Which one do you think's the better?
Probably mine.
Yeah. No, I think mine.
Nice to meet you.
Now then, what's all this?
Oh no, you've caught us.
How much have you spent?
£2.50.
On essentials or non-essentials?
Non-essential.
Yeah, I think you need our help, don't you?
I think so, yeah.
Right, come on then.
Because today's £250 spend is just the start. Time Mel and Wes came face to face with a costly clobber.
Oh my God. Look at all this. This is insane.
That's tidiest my clothes have been in a long time.
Well, we're going to start with you two with some good news because congratulations, we hear you've just got engaged, haven't you?
Yeah, we have, yeah.
So now, obviously, you've got the expense of a wedding to pay for. Do you know how much money you're thinking of wanting to spend on it?
15?
If you want to stretch it to 20.
We'll go for 20 then.
You're allowed to stretch.
Well, in that case, though, there's a bit of work to be done.
We've obviously highlighted here the areas where we think you could save money.
And number one on our list, Mel's high street stuffed wardrobe.
How often are you buying clothes?
About once a week.
Right, really?
Yeah.
How much would you spend then?
Maybe like £100.
It's quite a lot. I mean, you buy fairly, like, cheap stuff.
Yeah,
so-
I do. But there's a huge turnover with my wardrobe, yeah.
Wow.
But if you keep buying all this cheap stuff, it's just going to a black hole somewhere.
I know.
Do you have any idea what your total wardrobe is worth?
£3,000.
Okay,
Probably.
then you need to double it.
No.
Yeah,
£6,000?
No way.
it is what
I'm
it is.
Well,
I'm
high
shocked.
street. I can't believe that.
I'm shocked at that.
The thing is, Seawes, you're shocked at that total.
Absolutely shocked.
Then,
a
of
bit,
course,
yeah.
we went through your wardrobe.
Which was full of high-end brands. Why do you buy such expensive stuff?
High street clothes you just don't cut it really with the styles and what I like to wear.
Are we talking about a specific pair of jeans? These aren't my cup of tea necessarily. They're interesting.
Guy in the shop told me I look great.
And of course he did, because they were £300.
So does Wes have any idea the value of his label-loaded attire?
About £1,000.
Which planet are you living on?
No,
It's 9,500.
I can't believe that, honestly. I just can't believe it.
Maybe Wes will know his toiletries better.
Do you have any idea how many moisturisers you have, Wes?
We'll go with 5. I might have a spare.
You've got 12.
Guess how much?
About 20, 25 pounds.
You know you keep getting this wrong.
Yeah.
Go higher.
35.
No.
40.
Oh, we're going to be here all day. £150.
Oh,
You're making this up.
No, we're not. Well, we're on a roll now, Wes. It'll be
Yeah.
over soon, so let's just rip the plaster off and do aftershaves as well, shall we?
In total, Wes has 18 and they're all designer.
You're saying I've got 18?
My God.
How much now, Wes?
200.
No!
£1,000.
I ain't got £1,000 worth of plastic.
You have? And Mel's not off the hook either.
How many mascaras?
About 10.
17.
17 mascaras.
But your mascara collection is worth £200.
Wow.
You could just have one mascara, couldn't you? Use it, bin it.
As for the mini Millers,
Oh, wow. How often are you buying, like, toys, board games, bears?
We don't really often leave the house without coming back with something.
Why do you buy them so often?
I love to make them happy. I love to give them treats.
But when does a treat stop being a treat?
Do you know how many board games you've got?
About 20.
38.
Wow, 38.
How much do you think your board games collection is worth?
250.
Yeah.
250.
Yeah, terrible at this.
It's over
Watch.
£850.
Wow.
Yeah, are you shocked by that?
Yeah,
massively
massively.
tally up the masses of toys too, and the children's play stuff totals £4,500.
That's
Wow,
insane.
And the Millers go mad on parties too. How many parties have you had so far this year?
4, 5?
Well, we worked out that you spend around £170 on decorations on each occasion.
Add the decorations to their spend on tableware and entertainment, and annually their party spending costs the happy couple, we reckon, it's about £2,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not including
yeah.
food or
Presents.
presents.
and-
That is mind-blowing.
We have the same amount of parties every year, so that is a yearly cost.
And there's a particular holiday park they try to visit annually too.
Which is quite expensive, isn't it? So you've had 5 holidays, 3 night stays each time.
Add on the food and activities whilst they're there. It's about £8,500 you've spent on those 5 trips.
Oh, under 5, okay, yeah.
Big question is, how much does all of this total up to?
You may need to take a bit of a deep breath.
Right, okay.
The total of these areas is around 36,000.
Wow.
Oh my
Just
God.
these areas in here.
Just these areas.
That is,
It's
it's just insane. I'm just absolutely speechless. Like, I literally don't even know how this has happened.
It's shocking, isn't it, really? It's
Like, when you think of that sum, what else we could have done with it as well?
Can't change what you've already bought.
No.
But we can think about how you spend in the future. And if we've got a wedding to pay for, then we need to rein that back in.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Are you
That
on
would be
board?
We're 100% on board, definitely.
Excellent. Let's get this money saving off to a banging start then, yeah?
I am in a state of shock.
Yeah, absolutely crazy, yeah. Can't believe it. You don't realise how much you're spending, you really don't.
But hopefully Steph and I can change that and turn Wes and Mel into more mindful shoppers.
Oh, do you know what? I love Wes and Mel's enthusiasm for
Yeah.
life. If they can find a reason to have a party, they will go
Oh,
for it.
they will, yeah.
But it's not just that, is it? Because if you look at Wes, like, you know, he loves his brand.
Yeah, he's quite convinced, isn't he, that that is his look.
Yeah.
And he can't get it elsewhere.
Also, the holiday parks. You think they're going to be cheap because you're staying in the country, but that can rack up big time.
Definitely. So maybe trying to convince them that a cheaper version will be just as nice.
Oh, that's going to be a toughie.
One of the big areas of spending for them is on the children, isn't it? Because they're having something every day. That's somewhere where we need to have a little chat with Mel and see what we can do about that.
I think it's going to be tough because We're going to have to try and get them to change their habits on things they really love and they really care about.
Yeah, but then if they want to get married, they're going to have to review all of this.
It's about getting them to rein it in without us being party poopers.
We're never going to be party poopers.
No. We start the party.
We do, normally. We're getting old now, mind.
We want to show the Millers they can still have fun and fashion without blowing a fortune. So when they were out...
Oh my God!
We went in and banned a load of their stuff.
Maybe
What
we've got
about
some
our
new
board
ones.
game?
No!
Oh, no.
But we're not total party poopers.
What is this?
Well, pop and see.
Cece!
There was a note in it!
Dear Millers, we know you love a party, but do you think you could throw one for less?
I'm not sure you could.
And our penny pinching isn't stopping at parties.
Open it up then.
We are sending you on a family holiday. Watch this space for more information. Love, Alex and Steph.
Are we going camping?
Maybe,
I don't know.
In the bathroom,
Oh my
okay.
God.
we've taken over Wes's top-end toiletries
I'm eager to get into these and give them a go.
and replaced them for mostly cheaper alternatives.
Oh, my aftershaves. Oh, no, my aftershaves.
3 of them.
I don't think there's going to be enough.
But debranded, will Wes have a clue what's pricey and what isn't?
Oh my
I
God.
can't cope with only 3 aftershaves.
We've also cut back Mel's makeup.
No!
Here, you've got these bits here, look.
Is that a joke, Wes?
He might not be laughing when he sees we've banned all his high-end clothes.
Oh, no. This isn't funny. This isn't funny at all.
As for Mel's weekly updated wardrobe, that's banned too.
I don't know why you keep laughing, Wes. I'm devastated.
It's an experience, isn't it? You've just got to go with it. Come on, it's not that bad.
It is.
It's day 1 of our money-saving experiment, and Wes has made a beeline for the bathroom.
I'm pretty excited about this. I've got a thing for aftershaves.
Oh, we know. Wes's 18-bottle collection's worth £1,000, but with our 3 debranded replacements, can this fragrance fan snip out a costly cologne from a cheap one?
I think I know what it is, actually. I think I have got that spray. I think that's Prada Miliano, I think.
Well, it might smell like your Milanese high fashion label, but at £16, it's actually from a high street beauty store. £67 cheaper. Maybe Wes will do better guessing aftershave too.
That one's nice. That one's a little bit fresher. Yeah, I'm thinking I've maybe not had this one before.
Except you have, as this is one from your own collection, costing over 40 quid. Aftershave 3 isn't one of Wes's though. And compared to the designer brand we swapped it for, it is over £50 cheaper. But will he like it?
Yeah, I like that smell. I like that smell as well. In fact, that's my favourite out of all the 3, that one. And I would wear that one.
Wes, I think it's time you stopped paying through the nose and started shopping around for cheaper aftershave.
Wes is a sucker for a designer label, but take away the brand and is it easy to tell high-end from high street? We've decided to test the great British public with 4 similar-looking biker jackets. 2 are leather, 2 aren't, and they range massively in price.
I think I know my leather.
I think I could tell the difference between real leather and imitation if I was allowed to touch it.
Can I have a sniff?
The cheapest is a fake leather by a supermarket own brand. The second fake leather is from the high street. Then a real leather jacket for £90. And finally, a sheepskin leather jacket costing 330 quid. But in this blind test, which will these shoppers think is the most expensive?
What's the action on the zips? Yeah, good action.
I like that. That'll keep me warm in the winter if I were to be wearing that.
After intense deliberation and lots of feeling of material, the yellow is the most expensive.
The most expensive, I think, is that one, the blue one. It's definitely leather.
I think this is the most expensive.
I think the most expensive is green. The leather feels better quality.
And the cheapest?
I think this one over here is the cheapest. This one just felt a bit plastic to me.
The red is the cheapest.
The cheapest one is the yellow one. It feels like leather, but
cheap
it's not
leather.
expensive leather.
Yeah. I'm thinking this one is definitely a cheap one. I wouldn't put any money on it, but yeah.
It was a tough test, but overall getting the highest scores for most expensive were the 2 fake leather jackets, with the 2 genuine leather jackets ending 3rd and 4th, despite one costing £330.
I wouldn't pay that for it.
Really? And I thought this one was going to be the more expensive one. Clearly, I know nothing.
Back in North Lincolnshire, we've given label lover Wes a replacement jean and jumper combo to try out.
I'm not too ecstatic about it at first glances, to be honest with you. The jeans feel they feel cheap. The jumper, it don't look like it's going to be greatly fitted.
Maybe Wes will change his mind once he's tried them on.
I've changed my mind a little bit now I've put it on. The jumper does feel a little bit better, it feels all right.
But
I still think you can tell the difference though. I think wearing this to what it's supposed to have been swapped for, I think you can tell the difference.
So you wouldn't swap them then?
I probably wouldn't swap it. I would keep to what I've got with this one, yeah.
Seems this brand fan doesn't know his high-end labels as well as he thinks he does, because although it's hidden, the logo is still there. Our jumper and jeans are the exact same brand Wes normally goes for, except our swap is second-hand, saving nearly £260. Gotcha.
But it's not just Wes's expensive fashion habits we're trying to change. Time for Mel to unveil her replacement.
What on earth? There's literally nothing on it. It's just like a plain white t-shirt.
Yes, Mel, because you already have a wardrobe rammed with clothes only worn once, which we think would go perfectly with a plain white tee.
Let's see what we've got.
Currently, to avoid wearing the same outfit twice,
Perfect.
fashion-conscious Mel's blowing £100 a week buying new clothes.
Can definitely do something with this.
But we want her to see she can wear an item several times over and achieve a new look just by mixing and matching what she's already got.
I tend to just go and buy one outfit at a time rather than thinking, oh, that skirt what I wore a couple of weeks ago, I might go with that top I wore a month ago. And I could just start getting a bit more experimental. Let's see what we can do with this as well.
So Mel, what you got?
Street style meets a bit of a glam style. I actually quite like this. You may see me wearing this on the school run. This is the sort of like casual look. You'd maybe go to the supermarket in it. This is like the sort of outfit I would go out in but feel comfortable in as well. I am really loving this outfit. All this inspiration from one little plain white t-shirt. It's amazing, I'm loving it. I don't need to go and buy a whole new outfit for every single day of the week. Alex and Steph have, they pulled it out of the bag there.
No, Mel, you pulled it out of your wardrobe. Keep it up and not only could you see huge savings, it's also much better for the environment.
But it's not just fashion that's been costing this family a fortune. The Millers love a party, no expense spared. But we're challenging them to throw a budget bash at the end of the week, which means they need decorations.
Wow, what is this?
We've sent the Millers to a scrap store, a registered charity shop full of recycled and donated arts and crafts, which the public can buy for their own projects, like a party.
I've never seen anything like this.
Mel and Wes spend around £170 on new decorations every time they have a do.
Ronnie, look at all the pretty colours.
Making their own could slash the costs, especially getting them from here, because you can fill a trolley for a tenner or a basket for a £5. And full means full.
You've got lots of stuff in it, but I wouldn't call that full. Wow. Let's call it £4 and it's a bargain, yes?
No, £4 for all that.
There are stores like this all over the UK, but would serial party planner Mel come back to this one?
I would definitely love to come back to this shop. I'm really excited to get a bit more DIY and a bit more experimental. Cheapest party ever.
Back home.
Look at this.
Ooh. And Mel and Cece have made a start on their DIY decorations.
You are going to rip these into tiny, tiny, tiny little pieces and we're going to stuff them in the balloon, and then when we pop them, it will be a sprinkle.
Well, sounds great, Mel, but what does Cece think?
Are you having more fun doing our decorations like this than normally when Mummy just buys them and puts them up?
Yeah.
Brilliant, because making their own instead of buying brand new in future could save the Millers over £140 per party. And as they have around 7 a year, that's an annual saving of over £1,000.
Love it.
Upstairs, and we've given football fan Romeo an unbranded kit to try out.
The shorts look nice and snazzy, yeah.
Great start, as they're a supermarket-owned brand costing just £4 for a pack of 2, nearly £16 cheaper than one pair of his usual shorts.
Oh, that is nice.
We've swapped Romeo's £48 replica jersey for a plain budget one costing just £3 from a sports store.
Feel nice and comfy.
Okay.
We've even dared to swap Romeo's must-have branded boots for a pair that are over £40 cheaper.
Oh, these look amazing.
Romeo has a drawer full of replica footywear, but just swapping these 3 items is a saving of over £100.
Yes.
But tried and tested, will they be a winner for brand fan Romeo?
So what do you think about this gear then, mate?
Yeah, I think it's really good. I couldn't tell the difference.
So if this was a little bit cheaper, you'd be happy to wear this?
Yeah, thumbs up.
Brilliant, mate.
Not thumbs down. Not
Brilliant.
thumbs in the middle. Thumbs up.
Nice one.
The Millers want to make savings for their upcoming wedding. They've set a budget of 20 grand, but they might not need to save as much as they think. They want daughter Cece as their flower girl. So I've come back to see what dress gives Mel the biggest wedding wow.
So what are you looking for in a flower girl dress?
Something pretty, obviously. Maybe, you know, like a bit tutu-y underneath, something like that.
Yeah, like a full skirt?
Yeah, something full rather than straight down.
Well, I've brought along 4 flower girl dresses ranging from £30 to over £90. But with the labels and price tags hidden, which will Mel pick as her favourite?
We've got a gorgeous little model. Oh, you love her. Should we see the first one?
I'd love to, yeah.
OK, can we send the model in, please?
Let me see.
Oh, you look so pretty.
You look beautiful. Look at this. Do you like it?
This dress is the second cheapest, and it's from a high street store.
Is this the type of thing that you had in mind?
This is a bit vintagey style, isn't it? But I do like it.
And if you do a twirl, does it all stand out? Should we try it?
Oh,
look at that. Right, well, this one is gorgeous, isn't it? But should we try the next one?
Yeah.
You might like it even more. Go and see.
From a children's clothing designer, this dress is the most expensive.
Oh my goodness! Now that is beautiful, isn't it? Look at all the patterns on the bottom.
Oh, and the layers. Oh.
Let's have a look at the back. Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at all that. I love that.
Where do you think they are price-wise?
The first one didn't seem to have as much detail. So, yeah, I think this one's probably more expensive.
I like the first one better.
Did ya?
You want to try another one on?
Yeah.
Now for the lowest price dress we could find on the high street.
I like that.
Oh, that's perfect, yes.
I think this one does look quite expensive. Pretty as well. And it's very simple.
Which is your favourite so far?
This one.
Wow. Do you know what, Cece? I think I might agree with ya.
But there is still one to go, which is the second priciest from a department store.
Even though I do like the sparkle and I like the lace, I think you have to go one or the other. And that's trying to do everything.
So which does Mel like the most?
My favourite is the middle one with the lace.
Well, it might surprise you, Mel.
Okay.
To know that your favourite, this gorgeous dress here, is in fact the cheapest.
Is it?
It is.
Wow. I can't believe I picked the cheapest.
£30.
Wow.
So would you buy that?
Yeah, definitely I would pick that.
It is lovely. Bargain.
Perfect, yeah.
As Mel's discovering, fabulousness doesn't have to cost a fortune. But is it worth spending more when it comes to one of the nation's favourite beauty accessories? False eyelashes.
I generally find the more expensive ones tend to last longer and they sit more comfortably on my eyes.
To see if we could be faking for less, these glamorous stage performers have volunteered to take part in a lash test.
I think I'll be able to tell which ones I like. I don't know if they're going to be the cheap ones or the expensive ones, but I know what I like.
I'm a bit of a cheapskate when it comes to eyelashes. I get most of mine from the pound shop.
On test today are 5 different brands. The first is £1 from a budget fashion store. Another high street offering at £2. There's a mid-range costing just under £6. A popular brand is our second priciest at £9.95. Finally, a luxury lash costing 16 quid.
Oh, okay. Oh. Brands hidden, the performers will take on 1 set each. They'll be testing for ease of application, how well it wears, and of course, how good they look. First to fake the mid-priced lashes.
I like the shape, I like the size. I would actually wear these.
Will the luxury lashes look as good?
Nicely spread out, thick, soft and comfortable to wear.
Now the cheapest.
They've literally just sat wherever they felt like it, and I don't like that placement.
Can the popular brand do better?
The actual eyelash is too short for my eye, but they feel solid, they're not going to move.
Last to impress, the second cheapest.
Let's see, pull test. Oh, it's good. I quite like these. I hope they are the cheap ones so I can afford them.
But will the performers change their minds after a flutter-filled routine?
Having performed, I feel like I still want a little bit more length at the end. I'm not feeling that extension.
While I was performing, I didn't notice the lashes at all. They felt really light and really comfortable.
Where my hair hangs, they don't catch on the eyelashes, which sometimes I find that happens with like cheaper ones.
This hasn't set. That to me would be a problem because I would feel unfinished on stage. I wouldn't feel like I have the usual polish.
During the performance, I hardly noticed the lashes were there. They were so comfortable to wear.
Time to score their own and each other's.
Jeannie, I really like yours.
Oh, thank you.
I really like yours, Daniela. They're so lovely.
I don't like Ivy's.
I don't like yours, Ivy.
Sorry, Ivy.
So which brand did our performers think gave the loveliest lash?
And the winner is... Woo! I don't even know this brand.
The performer's pick was the most expensive, worn by Daniela.
Looking at yours, I would pay that, definitely.
I do really love them, but I do think £16 just for eyelashes is an awful lot.
So it was the luxury lash that won it, with the budget brand bottom. But what really impressed these testers was discovering their third favourite was £2.
See, that does surprise me.
That is I would say that's a bargain.
Oh my God, from Wilkinson. That means I can afford them, so that's brilliant.
Good. I'd wear those. I'd definitely wear those.
So in the eyes of our testers, Dia definitely dazzles. But for our wallet's sake, maybe it's worth considering some cheaper brands too.
At the Millers, we're hoping to save Mel money on her lashes.
I love mascara.
Oh, so much, Mel's got 17. But we've swapped her favourite high-end mascara, costing over £25, for a high street one, costing just £3.30. And it's had great reviews.
It's actually really thick. I'm actually having to wipe it off the brush because of how much has come off the brush, which is quite a good thing because obviously that means it's going to be long-lasting.
Mel usually purchases 2 pricey mascaras a month. Swap to this one, and she could save an incredible £550 a year.
I've only put a little bit on this eye and literally my eye's caked in it. So this might not be a swap for me.
Maybe we'll have more success with Wes's grooming products, because there's a lot of them. starting with his branded face wash, we've swapped for one over 50% cheaper from a discounted online beauty store.
It felt nice. My face feels really clean now. So yeah, it's done the job, yeah. Quite impressed with that one.
Great start. Next, an own brand moisturiser from a high street home store. Over £9 a tube, less than Wes's favourite brand.
It is nice, but it does feel a little bit oily, like I've got a film over my face, which I'm not that into that.
Fair enough. He is hoping Wes can get into this body butter instead.
Oh, it smells good, that does.
Great, as by a low-cost beauty brand, it's over £13 cheaper than Wes's usual body cream.
It feels nice, yeah. It feels like it's doing its job. Yeah, soothing. Yeah, I probably would swap if the price was a lot cheaper, yeah.
It's definitely that, over £160 a year. The final step is feet.
Yeah, that's nice, that. I do like that one, yeah. That's probably my favourite out of all of these ones. I would definitely use that one.
Brilliant, because it only cost £1. And if Wes switched to all the toiletries he liked, he could bank nearly £300 a year.
But I reckon there are even more savings to be had in the washroom where Wes is concerned.
Hello! Hi, Steph.
You all right?
Yeah, come in.
Thank you. So I'm back to talk towels. Wes, how important is a good towel to you?
This is a pretty good one for me because Melissa's always having a go at me about how many towels I use.
But can this brand fan tell a top-end towel from a budget bath sheet? I've got 4 Egyptian cotton towels for Wes to try out. The most expensive is by a high-end interior designer. The cheapest is from a value homeware store. The second cheapest is from a trendy interiors website. And the final towel is from a higher-end high street store and is the second priciest. Having had a feel and a look at all 4,
Yeah.
what are we thinking is your favourite at the minute?
Probably that one. That's nice and soft.
Oh, yeah. So this is the fave at the minute. Do you know what, though? There's only one real way to test this. Time for Wes to get wet. And we're starting with our second cheapest. All right, come here.
It feels a little bit thicker than I thought it was as well now I've opened it up. Yeah, it feels like quite expensive towel, I would have thought.
Oh, so you think quality means expense, then?
Well, probably, yeah.
Well, let's test that theory with the most expensive. Right.
Yep.
There we are, sunshine. So how does that one feel?
It's a little bit rough, but I mean, it's all right.
Just all right, eh? Perhaps the second priciest and the towel Wes first picked as his favourite will impress. I feel tense because I want to know how this one feels, given how much you loved it. Don't leave me in suspense.
I think it's gone down one place.
Has it?
If you feel it. It's not as heavy, nice and thick as the other one.
So the priciest two haven't wowed Wes. How about the cheapest?
No, it's like drying your face with sandpaper or something.
Oh,
like
is
that.
it?
Yeah, I'm not into that.
So the towel winning Wes over was not the most expensive, but the second cheapest, with the priciest ending third. So this one is nearly double the price of your favourite.
That's shocking, Mike.
You can't always tell just from looking at the price, can you?
No, you can't now.
Do you know what? It's time to throw the towel in.
Not yet, Steph, as the Millers still have a lot more saving to do. There's a wedding to pay for. And there's one area of spending we're hoping to slash to really boost that wedding fund. Their long weekends away.
Mel and Wes have been spending around £1,700 for 3 activity-filled days at a famous UK holiday park.
Look at this! It's got
We found a cheaper alternative. The accommodation is almost half the price.
Oh, wow.
Coming in nearly £300 cheaper for the weekend.
This is a proper log cabin. How have we never been here before?
I know, yeah.
And it's not just the accommodation they can save on.
Yeah, look straight down that arrow, close this left eye, aim and fire when you're ready.
Many activities at this park are half the price or less of similar ones at their usual centre.
Have you fell?
So the family can have all the fun for a fraction of the cost.
Fast as you can.
This is fantastic. We've never done this before, and it is the best workout ever. I am so out of breath.
Amazing because you can bash mum and dad about.
But how does Wes think the games compare to their usual place?
Compared to the other one, yeah, up to now it's on par with it, if not slightly better. Everything we've done has been brilliant, yeah, good fun.
Brilliant. And as their food spend for one weekend was around £400, for this holiday, the Millers have stuck to a daily budget, meaning they've eaten in as well as out.
This is the best holiday ever.
Romeo's on board, but are Mel and Wes willing to forego their usual forest break for this one?
100%, I think we would definitely come here if it is cheaper.
Mel, all in, it's nearly 60% cheaper. On accommodation, activities and food, it could potentially save you over £900.
Treating the family doesn't end at forest breaks, though. For the Millers, we found out it can be a daily occurrence.
How often are you buying, like, toys, board games, bears?
We don't really often leave the house without coming back with something.
And that's costing them about £40 a week. So I've come back to North Lincolnshire to meet Mel and see if I can make a treat again.
Steph and I were really shocked, you know, when we came to the house first of all, and you gave us a bit of an insight then to what you spend on the children. It sounded like a heck of a lot of money.
Yeah.
On a daily basis, you're buying things for the children. So talk me through, like, an average trip to the supermarket.
I have this little thing where I'll say, if we survive the supermarket shop, if everybody's good and they don't make it any harder than it has to be, we can have a little treat.
But this is, you know, I mean, obviously this is an expensive habit.
It is. This is adding more money to the weekly food shop. But yeah, I'll do it for myself as well. It makes me happy to kind of make them happy.
I mean, they're the luckiest children ever.
It's like a people pleaser thing. You love your kids more than anything in the world. So you want them to kind of love you back even more, and you do it through treats. You do kind of say, look what mummy's got you, or Wes does it, he'll do it, look what daddy's got you.
But those looks of immense pleasure and excitement when they get something is going, you know, they're going to diminish more and more because the pleasure will be less and less because it's so frequent.
Yeah.
So actually, in order to keep that up and to keep treats being real treats, you need to find a way to pull it back.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking maybe a reward chart for the children, and then over a period of time they could earn stickers or gold stars or whatever you want, and then at the end of a period they get a treat.
I love that idea.
Yeah, because not only will it help their behaviour, but it'll also help their independence, and it'll help you in terms of the purse strings, because then, you know, it's one treat every now and again as opposed to
every time we leave the house.
But at the end of the day, you and Wes are such dedicated parents, you know, they don't need all these toys. They love you.
Oh, yeah.
The Millers have 38 board games they only occasionally play. We think there's a cheaper alternative that's just as fun, a board game cafe.
I've never even heard of anything like this.
The Millers spend over £20 on a new board game every 2 to 3 months.
I bet you love it in here, don't you?
Yeah, I love it.
Entry here for all 5 of them is less than a tenner.
The choice is just unbelievable, yeah.
It is, and you can play as many as you like for 3 hours.
Here I go.
Coming here every couple of months instead of buying a game could save the Millers nearly £55 a year.
It makes the night even more like fun and special, kind of coming here and like playing the games and being out the house and...
Yeah, we've had even more fun here than we would have done at home.
Before our experiment ends, though, the Millers still have one money-saving challenge to go. That cut-price party.
What's that, bud?
Wes and Mel can spend around £250 on professional entertainers for one of their do's.
What on earth?
Paperclip?
I am like mega confused.
Me too.
But we thought of a way they can cut the cost without axing the entertainment.
The disappearing crayons. I'm getting it. We are the party's entertainment.
Spot on, Magic Mel. And Wes has a balloon modelling kit.
When's the party?
Tomorrow morning.
We've got to become magicians and balloon makers overnight.
I'm so glad I got the balloon animals. Let's get cracking.
Yeah, let's get cracking.
It's the final day of our swap experiment, and the Millers are doing some last-minute practice and prep for their budget bash.
This looks so much bigger and better than any party I've ever had, and I actually thought I was pretty good at parties. I'm so excited to get the party started now.
Good job, as your guests are here.
Come in, everyone!
Oh my God!
Oh, it's fantastic.
Doesn't it just?
Cece was the helper, weren't you? So does everyone want to start eating and then we'll start playing some games?
Mel usually spends around £50 on disposable tableware that ends up in the bin.
Help yourself, guys.
For today's party, she's invested in reusable tableware and decorations at a cost of just over £20.
That was awesome.
A saving of nearly £30. Plus, she won't have to buy any next time. Instead, she can use ribbon and other crafts to personalise her party stuff.
When you have the blindfold on, you have to try and touch the balloon.
But the Millers haven't stopped there.
Ready, kids?
Yeah.
They've come up with fun and frugal ways to entertain their guests too. As for the balloons, Wes's practice seems to have paid off.
Ta-da! It's a bit of a funny shape, dog. I don't know what it's what you'd call it.
And Mel became...
Hi guys, I'm Magic Mel. I can make all these crayons disappear.
Amazing. If the family host a party like this in the future...
1, 2, 3.
Someone sign her up.
They could save around £290 on table decorations and entertainment alone.
This party has definitely got the wow factor.
Yeah, everybody was impressed by it. Everybody's been commenting on the decorations and everything.
And I definitely think in order to save for a wedding, we can still have all our parties, but without the huge cost.
What a fantastic way to end their swap week.
Bright and early in Lincolnshire, and Alex and I are back to the Millers to find out how willing they are to live life a bit cheaper.
Now, Mel and Wes, they're a bit different, aren't they?
Yeah.
To the other families that we've had, because they're all about these big parties that they have and the big holidays and creating memories for the children. I mean, it is a lovely sentiment, but it's costing them a fortune.
I just hope that they see how much money they're kind of wasting doing this as well. They could do it in a much cheaper way.
I'm desperate to find out how much the holiday costs.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see the difference in where we usually go to that, because we've spent that much money going to the other place, so yeah, we're looking forward to finding out what that'll be.
Well, Wes, all is about to be revealed.
How's it gone with the swaps?
We had a great time, the kids have had a great time, so yeah, all the fun's been right up there, yeah.
Great, so you've had fun. What we need to work out is if we've saved you any money, because you two are getting hitched. Ideally, how much would you like it to be?
That's
Wes will say the more the better, won't you?
Yeah, the more the better, but maybe 1,000, 2,000 max.
Yeah.
And do you think that'd be good? If we saved you £2,000, would that be good?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Let's see, shall we? First up, the Millers' party decorations.
So we asked you to throw a party, but a cheaper version. So we sent you to the scrap centre, didn't we?
I've got a whole new head of ideas for parties.
How did the party actually turn out then?
Fantastic. I thought it was one of the best decorative parties we've ever had. We had everything hanging everywhere, didn't we? It was good.
And the saving for decorations alone is pretty special too.
You could be saving yourself per party.
Wow, that is fantastic. Per party. I'm excited, yeah.
But I'm not done with the party savings yet.
In the past, you've hired magicians, haven't you? You've got themed balloons, and they can be around £60, just the balloons. £200 on magicians.
Yeah.
So we asked you to provide the entertainment yourself. How was that?
I had to do the the balloon animals, and they gradually got better throughout the day. So the kids who got the first one, want to please. By end, the last kid was chuffed to death with his dog. So yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Yep.
And it also makes pretty decent savings.
Fantastic.
So take your balloons and get practicing with.
Yeah.
But label lover Wes could pocket even more if he accepted our next savvy but also sneaky swap.
So, we swapped your jumper and jeans for another jumper and jeans. How did you find them?
Yeah, I'll be straight honest with you now. I didn't like them ones.
You didn't like them?
No. They just look cheap to me, to be honest.
Right.
Except these cheap clothes are Wes's usual designer brand.
Recognise this little logo?
That's not the same jumper.
It is.
No, I'm not having that.
So these ones also by Ralph Lauren.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not having that.
Have it, Wes, because it's true.
Oh, well, I've been made to look an absolute idiot there, haven't I?
The difference is with these is they're actually second-hand.
That's not why I made the decision that I made, was it? It was because of the apparent quality.
Were you to buy these second-hand rather than full price, it would be a saving of...
Wow.
£257.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider buying second-hand?
Probably not, no. You don't know who's had it on, do you? So.
There's a thing called a washing machine. Now, I don't know whether you're familiar.
I'm going to have to say no. I'm sorry.
Wes were disappointed. He is hoping Mel will agree to change her expensive fashion habits.
Mel, you did tell us that you spent about £100 a week on stuff that's kind of disposable fashion. It's not good for your bank balance, not good for the environment. So we gave you this t-shirt dress and we asked you to accessorise it.
Yeah.
So how did that go?
I was finding things buried in my wardrobe that I'd forgot about and styling it with it, and I enjoyed it, yeah.
So if you could rework your wardrobe, Mel, in this way and buy a third less than you are at the minute, yeah?
Yeah.
The saving could look like 1,700.
Wow. Oh my God. That is fantastic. A huge swap for me, definitely.
Brilliant.
Now, will Wes be willing to trade one of his designer aftershaves for the one he preferred in our experiment?
Yeah, I like that smell. I like that smell. That's my favourite out of all the three, that one.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yes, please.
OK, do you think it's cheaper, more expensive, or the same as yours?
Given my good sense of smell, I reckon it was a rather expensive one.
Except it wasn't. In fact, it's over £50 cheaper than the one we swapped it for.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll say swap then. We'll say swap on that one.
Brilliant.
But not even this saving could persuade Mel on our mascara swap.
The mascara, no, it was very gunky.
Oh yeah, right, okay. You can hear the way it's opening.
You can hear the way it's opening?
Yeah, do you not listen to your mascara?
No, maybe I should.
Well, that's where you're going wrong.
Yeah, it is.
Fortunately, though, the Big and Mini Millers did like the majority of our swaps.
A big yes for him, yeah.
Big swap.
Accepting 65% of our cheaper alternatives.
Face wash, Wes.
It's a swap.
Brilliant.
There is one swap, though, Wes and Mel have been itching to know the saving of. Their weekend away.
So I'll let you go as fast as you can.
So how was it?
The best thing we've done, the best swap thing we've done on here, yeah.
Really?
The kids loved it. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it, yeah.
So you'd go back?
Oh yeah, we're going back.
Oh, you are going
we
back?
We are going back,
Have you
yeah.
booked already?
We haven't booked, we're waiting for you to tell us the price, but yeah, we are going back.
So we're going to look at a 3-night trip so that we can compare it to yours. So 1,700 normally for yours.
Yeah.
Okay. Any idea what the saving would be?
What are you thinking?
I'm so excited. I have no idea.
Time to put the Millers out of their misery.
Wow.
Wow, I didn't expect that, did you?
No.
You know, that includes your activities.
We didn't even really notice a difference between the two, did we, really?
No, not at all.
So that's a good swap?
Fantastic swap, yeah, definitely.
A good swap.
Brilliant! There's just one final saving to discuss. Mel and Wes were spending over £2,000 a year on treats for the kids.
One of the things that we spoke about, Mel, was the fact that you're treating the children on such a regular basis. So we had this idea, Mel, that we might introduce a rewards chart.
Yeah.
Well, we worked out by using the reward chart, you could cut down half the number of treats that you gave them. That would amount to £1,000 a year.
Wow. Oh, God. I wasn't expecting that figure at all.
No, yeah, that's a great idea then.
Cha-ching! The pound signs have lit up in your eyes.
And if they thought that saving was a lot, wait till they hear the final figure.
So, taking on board all of the swaps that you've agreed to, tips and hints that we've given you going forward, that would be a saving of
just over £11,000.
No way. No way.
Wow, that is
Come
incredible,
on.
yeah. Wow.
I'm in shock.
Were you expecting anywhere near that?
Nowhere near that at all.
No, what did I say, £1,000 to £2,000? So we're a little bit out there, won't we?
Thank you for everything you've done for us as well.
Really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
If we start getting savvy from now on and saving like that, we'll have an amazing wedding.
Yeah, massive. It's just that saving. So if we can implement the stuff what they've told us over the next year, happy days.
We did it! We did! And the weird thing is lots of people associate saving money with having to put the brakes on fun. But we just showed that actually you can save a lot of money and still have a great time.
And we certainly did. We are no party poopers.
We are not, Steph McGowan.
Oh, that was
Nice.
rubbish. We are rubbish at this.
Sam Squib. Okay, right.